Howdy, it's me, AaliSykes, and you're watching Woah AaliSykes. Before we get started, I'm gonna start with the outfit of the day, because, I don't know, I'm so short. I'm falling, help me, help me. I don't know, I'm really hyper. I had too much of the sweet stuff. When I mean sweet stuff, I really mean like sweet stuff. I don't do that cocaine stuff. Did you know ecstasy puts holes in your brains? Anyways, so, in your brain. Okay, so let's start with outfit of the day. Right here. Okay. Random shirt that I wear a lot in my videos, actually. Random jeans. They're actually my concert jeans, so yeah, I wear these a lot too. Studded belts and kicking shoes. Okay, now that that's done, we can get on to the business. You guys didn't watch this to watch what I wear. Okay, so today's episode is about sex. Sex. I know some of you guys are like, ooh, but it's not really an ooh, it's more of like an ah, not, it's like, see, so I hope that made sense, and if it didn't, you could be like, oh, when you get it. So, oh, I have a song stuck in my head, and it's killing me right now. It's like, I will totally, if you can comment what you think this song is, I'd be so happy. It's just like, la da 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 da, I won't try that again. I'm calling all the time, I know I interrupt. Hurts to know to hear that you were hanging on. And la da 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 da, I won't try that again. Okay, that was weird. So you're actually gonna see this outfit again. I'm gonna be doing a cover, hopefully, if I don't lose against the sun. So you know you can't win a staring contest with the sun? 9 times out of 10. So, okay. So today's episode is about sex, intimacy, doing the dirty hokey pokey, anything really you want to say to call it. I don't know. I had a fan, and she was really sweet, and she was like, would you please do this? I know you get a lot of requests, and I actually don't get a lot of requests, and I really liked the request she gave me, and I thought it was a really important one. So, this is for you. I think that when we're, there's actually a song called, I can't remember what it's called, it's the F word, so it's called F word, but I'm not gonna say it, because I know I have younger people that watch, and it's by Bring Me the Horizon. You can actually look it up, and it's practically talking about that, and at the very end he goes, young and in love, heart attacks waiting to happen, so come a little closer and tell me those 3 little words. And that song, every time I think of like people having sex and not really loving each other, I think of that song. Some people call it making love, and I think there's some differences between making love and then the F word. If somebody's like, hey, you want a F word? Explicit? I'm just gonna say explicit. They're like, hey, you want explicit? Then you know they're really not, like, trying to love you. I think it means more when people are making, they say making love, but also you're gonna come across those people that really do just want to be with you for sex, and this happens for all sexes. It happens to both sexes. Like you come across that girl that just like wants you for your assets, and then you have guys that just want you for your assets. I think that before you decide to do something, like having sex is a very drastic thing. You are making a big commitment, and 9 times out of 10, whenever you do that, when you're intimate with someone, you get connected. But like you grow close to them. There's some sort of bond that can't really be broken, no matter how much you dislike them. But if you go into it with a loving heart, it's really hard to let that person go. And so it's a really big thing, and a lot of people just want to do it so they can say they got it out of the way, and really you should hold on to it for the most as you can. And there's going to be times when you think you're in love, but I'm not, like, before you do something, think about it. Like, I'm not saying sit there for a week and be like, you know what, we've been together for 2 months now and we're in love, and that's just not the way it works. Like, it's just a really big thing. Like, I just think that love is strong. You guys know how I am about love, and I think it should be called making love, because that's what you're doing. We're actually logically not supposed to have sex unless we're trying to reproduce. That's why everything works the way it does, logically speaking, of course, but most people just use it as some sort of recreational sport. Sorry about all those big words there. I'm a nerd, just in case you guys didn't know. But just, sex is just this big, scary monster that really takes over your life. Like, once you have sex, you can't just be like, oh, no, didn't. You can, but it's just, and if you've ever not had the choice, and that happens in a lot of cases, you don't have the choice to whether you can or can't, and it's not your fault. It isn't at all, and it's just a scary thing. Like, you gotta be careful. You gotta, before you make some sort of decision like that, you gotta know who loves you for you and not just your body. Like, I think that's a big thing why I'm bisexual. Like, I love you for who you are, not your body parts, if that makes any sense. I just think it's a really big thing. It's a big commitment if you're telling someone, because I think by giving sex, you're making yourself literally the most vulnerable you possibly could, and so telling someone, oh yeah, here you go, here is my vulnerability, and I hope you do with it well, it's something strong. And for all you people that have ever had sex and you're looking back and regretting it, it happens, and I understand completely. You shouldn't feel like you're any less special than anybody else. You shouldn't feel that you're less worthy of being loved. You are literally a great person, and you should never ever worry about stuff like that. Like, you're beautiful no matter what, and if you've been taken advantage of, or if you've ever been lied to and anything like that, there's a lot of people that they get what they want and they leave, and that's why you gotta be careful. See that person loves you for, like, you know? And I really don't know how to stress that more, but if anything ever does happen to you guys, you know you can talk to me. You can mainly inbox me on Facebook or post on my wall, because I get all that stuff sent to my phone. So if I get a little text message that's like, wall post from blah blah blah, and you're like, I really need to talk to you, half the time I will drop it if I'm like not at work or something. And sex is a really scary thing to try to get yourself into, and by having sex, it doesn't make you any cooler, and by not having sex, it doesn't make you lame. It doesn't matter how many people you have sex with, it just matters that the person that you do finally decide to, you love them with all your heart. And like, my thing would be, like, if you want to be with someone like that, be with them for a while. Don't say, oh, 2 months, 3 months, like that stuff can change, you know? And like, you gotta know you gotta know that no matter what happens to you or what decisions you've made, you're still beautiful, and everybody makes mistakes, and that's what life's about, making mistakes and figuring it out. And sex is one of those big mistakes that a lot of people make, and just know that it's not your fault, that you're great and you're wonderful, and just don't let sex get in the way of things that really matter, because having sex when you're not ready for it can ruin your future in more than one way. So I want you guys to know that sex is something you should really take into consideration. You know how you have those little milestones in life, and giving that gift to somebody is a really big milestone that you should all really deeply consider. So I hope I helped you guys. I really do. If you have any more requests, just go ahead and inbox me on my Facebook or on YouTube. I really don't mess with my Twitter too much, just because I keep forgetting the passwords, and It's just, I never have really anything cool to say, so yeah. But you guys make sure to inbox me, call me if you ever need me. It's on my Facebook. And I love you very much, and you're beautiful no matter what mistakes you've made in the past. And if you ever need anybody and you ever feel like you're not loved, you've got me. And you may think I'm lying, but you can ask a lot of people. I'm here. So if you ever need anybody, I'm here for you guys, okay? You guys are my fans, and I'm not just some random person behind your computer screen. So I really love you guys, okay? Peace out, homies.